I finally learned how to set boundaries even when it was uncomfortable for me. I finally learned how to set boundaries even when I was fearful. And I'm gonna give you an example. So I'm an auto locksmith. I have my own business where I go out and I program new keys to cars and I cut new keys for ignitions for vehicles as well. Before I started this business, I was thinking that what if I go to a job and the person doesn't want to pay me anymore, right? So I spoke with other locksmiths and I realized that they charge a service call fee and you can choose whatever amount that you want, that's reasonable for you. So I came up with one for $45. But when I first heard this, I'm like, why would somebody pay me $45 to show up to do a job that isn't complete? The thing about it is that if there's something out of my control, some other issue with your vehicle, then there's no way that I can program a new key fob to your vehicle because something else is causing you or is causing the vehicle to not be able to be programmed. That's a mechanical issue for a mechanic. I'm not a mechanic. So the thing about it is that I'm still driving, let's say 30 minutes to your location, then I still have to drive maybe 30 minutes back to my home. And on top of that, I'm spending gas money to get to you, so that isn't free. And then I'm spending my time to diagnose what's going on with your vehicle to let you know why the key can't be programmed to your vehicle. That isn't free. So the thing about it is that in the early stages of my business, I was uncomfortable telling people this because I felt like it was going to deter people from actually, wanting to get my service. But I realized that just because it made me uncomfortable or just because I was fearful at the time to have these boundaries with people or have these standards, I should say, doesn't mean that I shouldn't do them. Because in reality, I'm setting myself up for success. I don't want to set myself up for failure because I was afraid to run the business the way that it should be ran. And that's creating those service call fees and having those standards saying like, look, this is how I run my business. My time isn't free. So if anything from this video, I just want you guys to take from it the whole part of just being able to create boundaries and having standards and just knowing your worth, regardless of how fearful you might be or unsure you are about the choices that you're making for anything in your life. You will never know if you don't try. So it's a matter of putting yourself out here and seeing what works and seeing what doesn't work, and just doing what's best for you at the end of the day. So that's it, folks. Don't allow fear or uncomfortableness stop you from being great.